Hey guys, welcome back to my channel. I am here with a video with one of the most asked questions to me. I can't even tell you how many times people have asked me, what sort of pans do you use for cooking rice? What sort of pans do you use for cooking curry or any other food? And I've always said, oh, I will share all the collection of the pans and things I use for cooking mostly Indian food. So welcome to the channel. Don't forget to subscribe, hit the bell button so you get a notification every time I share a new recipe, which is 3 times a week. To begin with, I will share the most used pan in my house, which is like a frying pan. So here is a selection of some of the frying pans I have, and these are pans that I usually use for all the rice and kind of soups and stuff. So I have had these for a few years now, and I will be nice to you guys and tell you the brands as well, though none of them is sponsored. If you want to buy, if you like it, then instead of coming back to me to ask me the brand, I can tell you now. So this is Circulon. It's a really sturdy brand. They are solid pans, and before I had this set of pans, I had another Circulon set which lasted me over 10 years. So if I'm making just rice, this is the biggest size that I use for a family of 4, and these things I use for other bits. This is the one that I use mostly for making caramel because it's not non-stick, which is really key when you're making caramel, that you use a normal pan, not a non-stick pan. And I also make chai in this. So this is mostly used just for 2 things, chai and caramel. So this Tavern on the Green, God, I have no idea where I bought this from. So I've had this for many years. Just to say that the rice pans that I said came as a set of 3, so they're all Circulon. Now for my dal, this is a pressure cooker that I use for my everyday dal or chole or rajma, and this I actually brought back from India. So you can imagine I've had this for around 15 years, and this one is by Hawkins. I don't know if you can find it online, but I have a feeling that you can get it on Amazon or something. But you know, my mum has the same pressure cooker since I was little kind of, so they last a very long time. Now we come to the frying pans, which are all these varieties. So this is what I use. Actually, I've got 2 of them. This is quite new, and this is a slightly different one. Again, this is Circulon, which is really good because I make my lunch every single day in this because I cook eggs in this. And this is just a smaller version and a different style of, again, Circulon pan. So that is that. I do use this pan a lot. If I'm making lots of parathas, then instead of using my tawa, which I'll show you in a minute, I use this pan. Again, I've had this for a couple of years, and this is Circulon as well. So this is a really solid, and you don't burn, so it's not very thin. It's got quite a good lining. And then I've got these more kind of similar size pans, which I use if I'm like making wraps or something, because they're like a solid size. This one is a Jamie Oliver induction stainless steel, and that is all the frying pans and the rice pans. So, and the pressure cooker in this drawer. Also, actually, I just want to say that these Circulon pans, which I use for rice, they came with lids. So I've got 3 lids for the 3 pans, and a couple of these frying pans came with lids too. And in this drawer, I've got a little onion blitzer because you know I am a master chopper. Moving on to the other drawer. I don't have like tons of drawers of pans. This is all. So the next one, I'll show you the pans that I use mostly for all my curries and amazingly delicious Indian food. So here are all the pans. This is one I use a lot. This is a Tefal pan. This actually didn't come with a lid. I use a different lid of a different pan for this because it fits perfectly. I would say yes, I use this almost every other day, and it's still in good condition. I think I bought it pre-COVID, so you know, 3 years ago. So I would like to think it's quite good. It's not my favorite. I just still use it every day, but it's not my favorite. I do love this. I have to say, I do love this pan. You must have seen this in so many videos. This is great for curry. The reason being, it's got some depth to it. I make lots of pulaus in this because this is great. Again, 4 to 6 people, this is brilliant. If you want to just buy one pan instead of a frying pan and this pan, I would go for this because you could make, say, wraps and parathas and stuff in this too. But at the same time, you can make curries too. So you could use this one pan for breads, rice and curries. And it comes with a lid. And the brand is Masterclass. Since I've got this, I have used it a lot. This one is really lovely. Again, you must have seen in so many of my videos. Oh my god, the number of messages I've had asking me for the name of the brand, which is Hofsen. They do this in pink color and black. I have got the other stuff, I'll show you in a second, and I really like this. They're sturdy, they're solid. The only one small point is that because they're a lighter gray color, you can see the color change in it. I still use it a lot, whereas you can't notice the color change in this because it's dark, and you can't notice the color change in this. But some reason the change of color is quite prominent, but it comes with a beautiful lid which you can stand on top. So there you go, it just stands like this, so that is quite handy. I like pans with kind of lids. This one only comes out when I'm cooking for 10 or more people because this is quite massive. It only comes out when I'm entertaining, not every day at all. Again, this is Tefal and it did come with a lid. Moving on, one of my favorites, another favorite pans is this one. I like using it a lot. Again, Circulon, and it's got these rings and it just washes up so clean and it hasn't discolored at all. I wouldn't say I use it every day because these are my everyday pans, but I do use it a lot. You must have seen it in the videos. Plus it comes with a lid. It's like the right size for us. This is another great pan, again a deep frying pan, so you can make a lot of stuff in this. This is John Lewis. Again, I have used it a lot and it hasn't discolored. It's solid, good quality. This is the one I was talking about, Hofsen. Another, they come in pink and they do whole ranges in black. I really like this. It's quite nice. It cleans off really well and this doesn't discolor. It comes with a pretty little lid, which is quite nice. This is the pan which I like to use a lot when I'm making slightly bigger quantities. Yeah, lots of curries, pasta, and that is John Lewis. It came with this lovely lid. This is the lid I use a lot in that Tefal pan. So this has been very handy, and this lid also fits a couple of the frying pans I have. So that is the pans. This is one kadhai I bought, not kadhai, handi. I made my handi chicken in this. Oh, it's so pretty. The only small issue is it's great if you're cooking for 2 to 4 people, but if you're cooking for any more people, then it's so difficult to kind of stir it through and kind of thing. But I wish I used this a bit more. That is my most used pans in these 2 cupboards. Now this little cupboard has got a few little things in terms of pans, which is again when I'm making either caramel or something like really some kind of sauce. This is quite handy. This is John Lewis and it comes with a little lid, which was really nice. This is, as you can tell, it's Hofsen. Again, a pan I use sometimes. So these are pans that I don't use extremely often, which is why they've kind of gone to the side cupboard. This I use a lot, obviously for sandwiches. It's great. This came from Masterclass as well, I think. It doesn't have a name of the brand. This is again Circulon, really nice, great frying pan. This is actually really nice, though I love the idea of this, but I haven't used it as much as I would like to. So this is a frying pan you can use for curries or rice. Really handy, sturdy. As you can see, I haven't used it much. This is Hofsen as well. It's a great idea. It's just that we don't have steamed vegetables very often. So this is a steamer that fits it on top. So you could put your vegetables mainly on top of this and then you cook it. So you've got your food cooking at the bottom, one dish, and then you've got your vegetables steaming on top. So it's all in one, and all the juices that come out of the vegetables steaming go right into the curry. Isn't that amazing? Yeah, but like I said, it's not something I've ended up using a lot. This is quite handy if I'm cooking for when I'm entertaining. This is James Martin's Stella. So this is really good for making stock and things. Right. Once quickly, I will show you the top shelf where I have all my strainers. This is what I use for rice, 99.9%, unless I'm making really small quantity, then it goes here. This is for veg washing, fruit and veg. My measuring cups, the grater, and these 2 only come out when I am cooking for friends. Oh, they are massive, beautiful looking. This is Hobson. It is great to make a big batch of curry for 15 people easily. And this is Circulon, really nice deep pan, solid, beautiful quality, both of them. But I might have used each of them once. They don't come out very often. I'll show you two more pans which are on this cupboard, and then that is it. And that is kind of all my mixing bowls are in here, all shapes, all materials. And that is a gorgeous little La Creuset pan, which, poor thing, doesn't get its turn. I love it and I really want to use it, but I kind of just open the drawers and use what I have there, and it just never comes to this. This is one pan which I have used a lot in my videos every time making a biryani. This is solid from Green Egg. Now Green Egg are people who do beautiful outdoor barbecues, and this is actually supposed to go on the barbecue, but I use it all the time. Every time I make a biryani, I make it in this because this makes a good quantity as well. So you can make it for 5 people, which I've never in my life made biryani for 5 people because I love leftover biryani, but it would easily make biryani for 10 to 12 people, which is great. Here are all my, again, bowls, which a lot of you asked me about, but I bought them from India. These are all mixing bowls from India. This one is from somewhere, God knows. And this is from a really nice set of mixing bowls from John Lewis. That's it. There's more mixing bowls behind, and then this is a friend gifted it to me. I haven't used it yet. So you light a little candle in there, and then you put your food in here, in one of them, and then you place it on top so your food remains warm while you're serving it, which I love. And I'm so grateful for the friend gifting me this, and I was so excited, but I haven't had a chance to use them yet. One day you might see this in my video. Again, more smaller mixing bowls like these. And this one is a box I bought, which a lot of Indian homes will have. This is a box I bought from India, and this is just keeps the chapatis warm in case you're making it a little bit in advance, like an hour or so. It actually stays warm for an hour and a half or 2. So you just wrap it up in a cloth, and then it's like kind of airtight. That is it. I hope you found that useful. If you want a little more detailed kitchen tour without the pans, let me know in the comments. If I get an overwhelming response, I will do other bits of the kitchen in detail. I store my tawas in the oven. So I've got 2 tawas from India, solid, and they stay in there so I can take it out when I need it. So I hope that was helpful. Hope that solves some of the questions that you have been asking me about cooking pans and things like that. So don't forget to subscribe. I'll see you with the recipe very soon, and let me know about my question in the comments below. Bye for now.